Well, the majority of you guys wanted us to skip on through our Project Boro save and play multiple games offline, and we have done. And it's safe to say things have gone from bad to worse. And if it continues for much longer, I fear the walls might be closing in.
As the Uruguayan curls one in. Oh, Middlesbrough take the lead!
What is up, guys? Matthew here, and welcome back to our FM24 career mode. Here it is, Project Boro on FM24. And we're back after playing quite a few games off screen. The poll eventually swung into the favour of us playing quite a few games offline, or skipping through the career mode a little bit. And to be honest, I'm really glad I did, because what you have missed has been horrible, if I'm brutally honest. The reality of the Premier League has body slammed us through a table, choke slammed us through the top of a Hell in a Cell, and then smacked us over the head with a steel chair. Oh dear, is all I'm going to say. So, you guys were last with me. I believe it was the Arsenal game, where we lost 3-1, and it was a game we never expected to win. And listen, we'd had a tough run. Villa, flying high. Brentford, we didn't play well. Brighton, we underestimated. It hasn't gone too well since. We did draw at home to Crystal Palace after that, who were a team below us in the league. So, although I was a bit disappointed that we didn't make the most of our home advantage, we did have to come from behind to draw that game, and as you can see, we picked up injuries to Martial and Jeremy Sarmien to win that game. Our luck has certainly turned for the worst. We then went to Leeds United, who were a team just above us in the league, and didn't go well for us. We lost 2-0 at Elland Road, goals from Nonto and Woba, I want to say, and we picked up another injury, this one to Hayden Hackney. We then hosted West Ham United, and we picked up another injury. Lewis O'Brien this time was injured, and we lost narrowly 1-0 to West Ham in that one. And then we capped off 3 games without a goal and a point as we went to Manchester City. And let's be honest, tried to play as defensive and as counter-attacking as we could, in just the glimmer of hope that we could steal a goal from somewhere. I don't even think we registered a shot. Look at that. 0 shots. 0 on target. No XG. We may as well have not even turned up in that game, and we lost 4-0. So, we are now winless in 8 Premier League games. Today, we head to Leicester, who of course come up with us last season, but it's certainly a stronger team than what we are. We host Tottenham, who are 11th. That's going to be a tough game. And then, of course, I thought we would make it a triple header and at least try and have a bit of joy, and that is via the Carabao Cup quarter-final, which we were favourites for when the draw was drew, but at this moment in time, I mean, as much as I'd love to make that, that doesn't look likely either. So we are down to the bare bones, and confidence, morale is on the floor. I've tried to keep the morale up with team meetings, and although a couple of them worked at first, they are starting to not respond, which is a real worry. I'm looking at how things are in terms of the club. The board is still at a C. They're not quite happy that we're not playing counter-attacking football as often as they'd like, but quite frankly, it's not getting us anywhere, which is the problem. And we're still a C with the fans. Just. And they're satisfied that we're developing the club's youth system, that we're playing defensively solid football, although we are far from solid. They're not happy that we're not playing as counter-attacking as they'd like, and obviously we lost to Leeds. So we're still in the good books of the people who I guess it matters, but what that does for the league, we've went from being comfortably in mid-table to win the bottom 3. We're now on 11 points, 19th in the league. We're clear of Norwich, and that is it. 2 points from safety. Blackburn have picked up a little bit of late. So a win would take us out the bottom 3. But this is the fight now. This is the fight. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a scrap. And it's going to be extremely tough. And the worrying thing of all, every single club in the bottom 4 have changed managers. Norwich have changed manager. Newcastle sacked Mourinho and have changed manager. Blackburn have also changed manager. They've brought in Wayne Rooney, who for some reason is actually quite a good manager in this game. So I'm starting to worry that the Boro board might look at that and go, although the goal was to not attempt to survive relegation, is that going to be enough? And as you can see, our job is still stable. We've not had any meetings yet. We've not had any warnings that things are going to go wrong or that we've got a set number of games. But I honestly believe losing 2 more and we go winless in 10, with maybe 9 defeats in 10 Premier League games, I don't know how much longer this can go on. I've tried everything. I've tried 5 at the back. I've tried a 4-5-1. I went back to a 4-1-2-2-1. I've tried everything. I've tried playing counter-attacking. I've tried pushing on and just fighting fire with fire. Everything I'm trying is not working. And the morale of the players is on the floor. And I'm starting to worry they're losing faith. So we just need a performance or a result from somewhere to spark some life into this team and this squad who are on the floor with morale. They're on the floor with injuries. This is without a doubt the toughest period of our time as Boro boss, and the project is hanging by a thread. So let's get into the game then. Leicester City away from home tomorrow. A team who have come up with us from the Championship, have won their last 2, it is worth saying. Yeah, if we ever needed a result, it's now. And just like that, I skip a day and we've been told that the squad are not happy with our management of the team. And yeah, several players are unhappy with the dressing room atmosphere. This is where things start to go south. So there are a few moments of discontent in the squad about the way things are going lately. Can one of you step up and explain? So Daryl Linehan says you need to do something about the dressing room atmosphere. It's a real chore to come to work at the moment, and that's not a good situation. Oh God. I mean, none of these are going to go well, are they? Complaining about it isn't that's just going to infuriate them. I'm surprised. I mean, I can't say that because the morale's on the floor. The atmosphere isn't important, results are. I mean, that's wrong. The promise is that I agree something needs to be done. Maybe there are some bad influences that I need to move on. I mean, I don't know who that would be, because I wouldn't say there are a particular bad apple in the team, but I'll promise that we will try to fix things just to increase morale, but still, dearie me. It's tough. It ain't good. Let's head to the King Power and hope to God we come away with something. One more thing that I forgot to mention. A glimmer of hope, and I think this might be the club recognising that the money they gave us and the squad they gave us wasn't good enough. We were actually gifted £19 million by Steve Gibson for January, so that's good. If we make it to January, we have got money to spend to basically improve the squad. So they're backing us. The board are backing us to spend the money, extra funds, and turn this thing around. Now, 18 million is not going to be enough to get us multiple players in multiple positions. So we might have to push up the wage budget and maybe try and bring in some really strong loan signings to get us to the end of the season and just survive. I think at this point, long-term signings, I don't think are a thing. We need to survive this season. We need short-term loans, I think. And if we can buy some players, great. Maybe we buy a few for some depth. But for me, it's a sign of confidence. It's a vote of confidence. We just need to try and repay them on the pitch. Okay, so here's the team then to hopefully get something from the King Power Stadium. So Mats Hermansson is in goal, of course. Sonny Dieng is away, so we've had to bring in young Joe Wine as our backup goalkeeper for now. Back four of Walters, we've got Lenihan in for Rav, who isn't 100% fit. Totti and Ian Matson, who is our left back today. Odeguchi is at the base of a midfield two with Muslija on the right, McGree on the left, Jones and Diallo either side of Anthony Martial. It's getting to the point now where every game feels like a bit of a cup final. And they're all unsure. They're all very nervous. I mean, we need to somehow just try and pick their morale up. They're not really listening, as you can see. That team talk didn't change a thing. We need to score goals, absolutely. Yeah, and I'm starting to think, in terms of a list of areas where we need to improve, I think we need another striker. I think we just need a stronger Premier League striker. The two who we've got, I don't think are good enough. And I think maybe another defender. I think we need someone stronger at the back. And has Hermansson coming in being good enough? I don't know. It's really hard to judge because the quality, of course, is much better and much higher. And I think maybe we're just losing the midfield battles a bit. It's hard to see where the improvement needs to be made other than everywhere at the moment. But early days, Muslija, he's nicked the ball high up the pitch. He's played in Anthony Martial. Martial's put it over the bar. That had to go. A team full of confidence and a striker full of confidence puts that away. Martial of last season puts that away. How can we get ourselves out of the rut we're in and Matsson's just conceded a penalty? He's done this before numerous times and he's just gone and done it again. That's twice he's done that. He's alive, but no penalty. Is it outside the box? Wow. Oh, they've took it anyway and Hermansson's made a great save. Wow. Maatsen is really, really testing my patience in terms of his discipline at the back. He just concedes so many penalties, it seems. But the attack is not over as Miguel Almiron crosses it in. Walters clears at the back post. It's up, it's out. It's scrappy, but we get it away. Let's give the boys some encouragement. Oh my God. Like our luck could not be any worse with injuries. Martial's now injured. Oh, it's a muscle injury as well. It feels like the world's against us at the minute. Honestly, guys, it really does. Injuries galore, morale is on the floor. I mean, it's like the gods of Football Manager are deliberately scheming against me to make this job as hard as humanly possible. We just need to get to January. And if we bring in a raft of new signings who are of real quality, then we could push to survive next season. It's not like we're Norwich. It's not like we're adrift by a mile. We're just in a really bad run of form. And confidence is absolutely, well, it doesn't exist. But we've got to the end of the half, 1 each. We have been slightly the more creative. Martial missing a absolute sitter. But, yeah, we deserve to win the match. Go and do it. Maybe that's not 100% true, but so far I think we've showed enough. We've been competitive in a lot of games of late. We've been behind by this point. And we might be about to be behind anyway. McAtee with a corner for Leicester. It comes out to Christiansen. Plays it out to Lewis Potter. Oh, and I think it's hit the post. What an effort from Lewis Potter, who's just come on for Miguel Almiron. And I feel like we might need to make a change pretty shortly. Isaiah Jones looks a little bit tired there, bringing on some fresh legs. So I think it's only right that we do the same. So we'll swap Diallo for Isaiah Jones, bring on Sarmiento to play off of the left. Walters is tied but having a good game. So let's say we have faith, and Sarmiento's nervous. Oh no, they've got another corner. I don't know whether or when to go positive to try and go for it, but when we're away from home, a point I think is just huge. You know, let's not lose the game again. But why we've hoofed that forward, I have no idea. Ideguchi caught on the ball in his own defensive third, and Iheanacho puts it wide. That is a let-off. Ideguchi almost causing a ginormous issue there. Leicester have certainly come out and been the better side. Second half, I don't think we've looked particularly creative. Oh, God. It would just be typical of the way things are going at the moment that we lose this 1-0 late on in the game. Please, boys, a point would be great if we can hang on. No, it's at the post. It's crossed the line. Nandez scores for Leicester in the 79th minute. And now we simply are going to have to go attacking. He's free in the box. I mean, just crosses the line. We just aren't scoring goals. We cannot score for the life of us at the moment. It's over the line, whatever. And I mean, Leicester have battered us. They've battered us. This is a team who have come up with us, and the bench are now all disenchanted. Rav's desperate. I mean... There's not many times in this career mode I've felt helpless. And like I'm out of ideas. I've tried everything. I've tried every form of style of play. I've tried defensive. I've tried counter-attack. I've tried fighting fire with fire. And the outcome doesn't change. That was not meant to be. Bring Bangura on the left. Hackney. He's not 100%. Arroyo for Walters. I'm just desperate. I'm desperate for something to just happen here, guys. I'm honest. I'm absolutely honest. I just honestly believe that the walls are starting to close in on this project and our time at Middlesbrough. I am really, really worried. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I mean, what's that? What was that to Bangura? Terrible. Muslija loses it. Hackney to Totti. Even a point is something. We've took something from this game. Maatsen. What a ball. Passetto. Passetto's in. Passetto scores! The flag's up. Oh, please no. Of course it was offside. And now Hackney's injured. And we've made all 5 subs as well. Can this possibly get any worse? I honestly can't think of how this gets any worse. Nine minutes for a miracle. We've lost Martial and Hackney in the same game when we already were riddled with injuries. We've had a goal disallowed. And we go on the road. And we lose again without scoring. What do I even say? Unlucky boys? I mean, that's increased morale. I'm out. I don't want to answer any more questions. Hackney. Oh, he's out for 6 to 7 weeks. Oh, of course he is. Of course he is. Martial. 3 to 4 weeks. Of course he is. 9 without a win now. Scoring 2 goals. 2 goals in that period. Yeah. It ain't good, guys. Things are not going well. And I don't know where or when this ends. Now, I've never been sacked in FM. I've always felt dignity in resigning. And if we get to January, then maybe we make signings that help us get out of this mess. But by then, we've got 5 more Premier League games before then. I can't see us winning any, if I'm honest. 11th place Tottenham, 8th place Bournemouth, 6th place Villa, 4th place Chelsea. I mean, we'll keep plugging away until we maybe get the email to say you need to sort this out, otherwise you're out. And then if things don't pick up, we might have to make a decision. I can't bear being sacked. But obviously I don't want there to be a definitive end until there is an end. Heads don't drop. Yeah. That's what happened in the last team meeting. Not a single reaction. Pessimism, expressionless, neutral. There isn't one player in that dressing room right now that I think supports us. I mean, our managerial support's average. But for how long? Well, with the squad that we still have, let's head back to the Riverside. Bangura's developing concerns. Oh, I really can't be bothered. And let's hope we can muster something at home to Tottenham. Okay then, so the team to host Tottenham, we are going back to our counter-attacking system here. 5 at the back. Just desperate to try and just defend and get something from this game. Hermansen's in goal. Walters, McKenna comes in a back 5 with Lenihan in the centre with Totti by his left. Ryan Manning comes in as the wing back on the left-hand side. Plus, the 5 at the back, I think, fits with just how many midfielders we are currently without at the moment. And to be fair, Muslige has probably been one of our only few informed players, so I'm going to actually bring him in alongside Iguchi. Jones and Sarmiento either side, and Pissetto is up front, simply because he's the only striker we got, with Martial out injured. So, go out there and show the world what it takes. That's actually, from the assistant, that's actually gained them all confidence. I'll take that. Anything to help them feel that little bit better going into the game. I'm not addressing anything related to dressing room speculation. Oh boy. Every game feels bigger. And I just think to myself, what more could possibly go wrong? What more players could we possibly lose? And Tottenham haven't been playing well under Postecoglou. He's under pressure. And a win miraculously takes us out of the bottom three, which still is crazy. That's how huge 3 points is at the bottom of the Premier League. It literally can take you up so many positions. And we have a free kick a minute in. Muslija takes it from range. Was never expecting anything significant to come of that. Bit too far out for me. But it's good to see that we've registered a first shot before Tottenham. But it's remained quiet since. Not much going on. We'll give the boys a bit of encouragement to see if we can muster something. But this has been an incredibly quiet game. Tottenham surprisingly not doing much. Corner to Boro here. Manning whips it in. It's headed out. Can Sarmiento whip it back in? Manning now. Back to Sarmiento. Daryl Enahan. Sarmiento! Was that in the box? Or was this like the last game where it was just on the edge? Is it a penalty? It's a penalty! It's a penalty! Who the hell is on it? Martial's not on the pitch. Muslija, he's got to be on it. He's the best penalty. Why is it put Manning on it? Muslija, he's 16 penalties. Oh, it's Manning, isn't it? Why is the game put him on and not Muslija? Oh my God, Manning steps up and Manning scores! What a huge moment that is. Ryan Manning puts us in front at home to Tottenham. Oh my God. What a penalty and what a moment that is. Puts it past Vicario. And we score for the first time in 4-5 games. I don't even know at this point. But we've actually been pretty darn good. But has that just woke up the beast? Are Tottenham going to hit us back instantly? Here's Oscar. Oh, what a ball in behind to Skip. And what a save by Hermansen. That's incredible. I'm trying every trick in the book. I'm going to praise him for that. Oh, and Jones has took a knock. Of course he bloody has. Short corner. Walters has nicked it here. Passetto now. This is counter-attack, boys. This is the tactic. Get yourselves forward. Passetto, can he keep the move going? Can he keep the momentum? He's carried it an awful long way. And then the pass was terrible. Oh, the pass was terrible. Half-time. We're 1-0 up. And surprisingly, Tottenham haven't laid a glove yet. Things are going well. Let's try and really boost the confidence. You're playing well. Keep it up. Hopefully Jones can shake off that knock. This is a ginormous second half. Walters is booked. I don't quite know what's happened there. But instantly Tottenham coming forward. Jones with a crucial interception. But the ball is going to come back with Romero here. Inside to Son. Back to Romero. Muslija heads it. Great defending. Passetto's fouled there. Oh, don't tell me he's injured. We don't have another striker. Oh, he's okay. Thank God. He's off. Oh my God, Tottenham have had a red card. It didn't pop up. Bentoncourt's been sent off. It didn't even pop up to say that was his second booking. Tottenham are down to 10 men. Oh my God, this is such a big chance. Do we still play counter-attacking football even though they're down to 10 men? I think we stick with what has served us well in the game so far. But Tottenham are a midfielder down. What the hell was that, Muslija? That was one of the worst passes I've ever seen. Surely we can't bottle this with an extra man on the pitch. That would be horrible. I mean, that's well defended in fairness. Whose highlight is this? McKenna now. Oh, what's that? What are they doing? It's aimless. It's stupid. And Son shoots over the bar. Jesus Christ. I've never known a team be so incapable of passing the ball 5 yards in my life. It's bonkers. Right, we're going to bring Jones off because he's recovering from a knock and I'm not convinced he's in the best of shape. Bangura will come on for Sarmiento. I think the wingers maybe haven't created enough. I'm tempted to, because we've got the extra man, go possession. We'll see what happens here. Mislead to Manning. Back to Totti. Here's Manning. A second goal would be game-changing. Mislead. Amad Diallo. Diallo scores! Yes! Come on, Amad Diallo back post with a volley. Puts us 2-0 up. Oh my word. That is a huge goal in the context of our season. The run we've been on. Oh my God, what a ball from Muslija, and Diallo with a delicious volley. He's just come on. Incredible. Incredible. I can't believe where this has come from. Muslija has given everything. He hasn't got a knock, has he? Oh, he's injured. Oh, for crying out loud. What's going on with our physios at the moment? We can't have a fit team. Arroyo can come on for Walters. We don't want him getting injured or sent off. I'd like to think that second goal will do us the job. And despite the run we've been on, 1 win. And have they used all their subs? Skip's gone off injured for Tottenham. Are they down to 9 men? They are. They're down to 9 men. Oh, well, surely that's it then. 8 minutes added on. Tottenham down to 9. Surely we're going to hang on here. And despite the run we've been on, this win takes us out of the bottom 3. And despite everything that's happened, if the season finished tomorrow, Riley McGree makes it 3. Come on. If the season finished tomorrow, we would be safe, and that is all that matters. Despite the run we've been on, that is how big 3 points is at the bottom of the Premier League. Arroyo with a lovely ball in the middle. Let's be honest, Tottenham are down to 9 men, but Riley McGree with an incredible finish. And this could be the injection of confidence that the boys need to just get them moving in the right direction. We beat Tottenham 3-0. Oh, it's such a great feeling. Honestly, when you go without a win, after being used to winning for so long, that's the culture shock when you come to the Premier League. And I'm going to give them as much praise as they deserve. That was brilliant. Your defensive performance was superb. Oh, they've switched off. Come on, boys. I'm trying to praise you. I'm not going to say any more. It's down to the players. They worked hard. I'm pleased. Game plan worked to perfection. That's the first time, arguably, the counter-attacking approach looked like it worked. And suddenly, we're out of the bottom 3. It's crazy how things can change. So, that's our first win in the Premier League since we beat Norwich by the same scoreline at the end of September. Fingers crossed that can be the start of something special. Now, if we can back this up by booking our place in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, then this episode, which looked doom and gloom, might actually turn into one that has a real glimmer of hope. The team then, which will hopefully book us a place in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. So we are going positive, we are going possession, we are going to play the Boro way here in a game I expect us to win. Hermansen starts in goal. We are sticking with a back 5, not only because it did so well last time out, but because we don't have the midfield depth, as I say, to play 3 in midfield at the moment. So we're going to stick with Walters, McKenna, Lenihan, Totti and Manning. Muslija comes in for McGree after his wonderful assist in the Tottenham game. And Iguchi is alongside him. Diallo starts because of his goal, with Jones moving over to the left-hand side. And of course, Passetto starts because we don't have any other choice. Concerning thing about Passetto, in a meeting we had about the development of our players, he has fell off a cliff in terms of his ability. He has went from being a decent Premier League player to a decent Championship player. He's now a whole star behind Martial, and I think that tells me we need a new striker in. And the Passetto gamble, it ain't worked. So a new striker is absolutely necessary, as he simply no longer is good enough for what we need. So I'm not holding out much hope that he will get us the goals we need. Between now and January, But it's a case of surviving between now and January, and we go up against Wayne Rooney's Blackburn. And I'm going to stick with the team talk of the assistant because I think it worked a treat last time out. Not exactly the same effect here today, but we'll give them a little bit of a boost. And I mean, a chance to book our place in the last 4. I mean, it's massive. Take out the league form. This is, an absolutely massive opportunity. To give us that little bit of boost in confidence. Get into the last 4 of the League Cup. And, I mean, somehow if we could have a really good cup run, it could just be that little bit of extra motivation on the side that helps us get through this sticky patch. And we've already beat Blackburn once this season on the opening day at Ewood Park, so why should we not beat them at home in the cup? And less than 2 minutes in, we're in the box here with Musleja. Isaiah Jones at the back post with a first-time effort, puts it over the bar. And it looks like we've started pretty well so far, although Blackburn look like they're coming into it a little bit. But morale is good, and we have a corner. 14 minutes in, Manning whips it in. Lenihan! Oh, it's looped on and hits the crossbar. Unbelievably close. Oh, and now Smodics with a free kick in a great area. Oh, I know exactly where this is going. Oh, and that hits the crossbar as well. Both sides hitting the woodwork within moments of one another. What a game this has been so far. We'll encourage the boys. We have also looked to bring in a physio from Watford who's got 19 physiotherapy. Just because I'm so concerned by the injuries we're getting, I feel like if we can get someone who's really skilled in that department, it might help us with the squad. But we're coming forward here and Pesetto scores! We wrote him off before the game and said he's not good enough. He's absolutely proved us wrong there. We win the ball high up with Itaguchi, and that's what he's in there to do. I mean, he didn't really win the ball, did he? But we don't care. Pesetto plays it out to Isaiah Jones, who plays a lovely ball in behind. A great first-time finish to Ignazio Pesetto, and we lead in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. And again, it just helps build confidence. This is a team we'll be fighting to stay up, essentially. And this, as well as knocking them out the League Cup, this would be a psychological blow if we could beat them again. Second time in the season, essentially, we beat Blackburn Rovers. Should give us the confidence, surely, that we can at least finish above them. It's whether we finish above 3 other sides or 2 other sides as well as Blackburn Rovers. Oh, and that's a terrible ball out from the back here. Jones plays it to Pesetto and it's over the bar. Former Boro goalkeeper Ainsley Pears almost handing us a second there. But look at this. Decent match ratings. We've not seen this in a hell of a long time. The players look happy. They look confident. And they're pushing for a second goal. Here's Ryan Manning. Great low cross into Isaiah Jones. And there is number 2. We've went from not scoring in 4. Now we've got 5 in 2. A wonderful cross in from the left-hand side by Ryan Manning. And Isaiah Jones with a delightful finish. See, I stopped playing every game on screen because you guys voted for it. Whenever I go off screen, we lose. We're on the screen now, and things are looking up. So I blame you guys for this. I do. I'm kidding, of course. But 2-0 up. Let's not allow Blackburn back into the game here. Smodics, Lenihan with a great challenge. He got the ball. He got the ball. No wonder the Boro fans are fuming. What's the referee doing here? VAR has surely got to look at this and say that was never a penalty. Thank heavens. Boo this referee. He's absolutely rubbish. He's blind. What is he doing? Right. Couple of complacent players here who are clearly the ones who aren't playing well. So we're going to swap McKenna and Totti. Bring on Rav in the right of a centre-back 3. And Itaguchi is also complacent. So, Lewis O'Brien, he's not fit enough to start here, but we'll bring him off the bench, get him some minutes. Hopefully that'll help him get back up to match fitness as the header's back into Dolan, and that's a sitter missed by Blackburn. Just when they could have made things interesting, they've missed a crucial opportunity. And with 75 minutes gone, I think now we maybe need to start looking ahead to the game we've got in the Premier League and rest a few of these boys. Take them off Musleja, off for McGree, Walters off for Arroyo. I think the wingers have probably got to both come off, but we can only bring off one. I think we bring off Isaiah Jones for Bangura, who wants to leave, by the way. He's been in the office kicking off. He's not playing enough. Because of course he is. So 5 changes. Corner, or free kick, comes in. It's not headed clear though. Markanday. Blackburn are coming back into this, but Passetto with a fantastic interception. And now can he spark a counter-attack here? Play it down the line, son. Here is Bangura. Is there anybody in the middle? Probably not, because Passetto's over here. Back to Ryan Manning. That was terrible, but he wins it back. Bangura. Is he going to shoot? Bangura still going, and he's hit the upright. Or maybe it was the post. And the woodwork once again gets between us and the goal. But it looks like we are about to secure another victory and another clean sheet. This time in the Carabao Cup. And we do have one more highlight before the game is done. Rav Vandenberg. Taking in the riverside scenery, it seems. Arroyo now. Long ball. I mean, that's worked. I'm not a fan of direct football, but it's got Passetto in, and Passetto signs and seals our place in the League Cup semi-finals. The goalkeeper has been lambasted by the commentary team for suggesting that he just made an absolute meal coming out for that like he did. I mean, he stood on his penalty spot. I haven't a clue what he's doing there. Passetto pretty much has an open goal to aim for, and out of nothing, out of the blue, Boro have delivered back-to-back wins, clean sheets, both at the Riverside. And again, I'm going to blow smoke up the boys' asses to try and give them as much confidence as we possibly can. Fantastic goal from Passetto. Maybe he can drag us to the January window. And, well, we're through. We're through to the semi-finals, which is absolutely awesome. And out of nothing, we've got 2 3-0 wins in a row. We like winning 3-0, don't we? We like winning 3-0. It seems like we either win 3-0 or we don't win at all. And we win with clean sheets. We seemingly don't win without keeping a clean sheet, unless it was Blackburn at the start of the season. So, we get the better of Wayne Rooney. We get the better of Blackburn Rovers. We're going to, again, boost Passetto's morale. I think the boys desperately needed this. And we'll see who we've got, or who is in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. The draw, I'm assuming, will be coming up soon. Chelsea, Boro, Brighton, City. There ain't an easy draw in there, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll finish with the semi-final draw, and then we'll wrap this one up. Either City or Chelsea would be extremely difficult, but we're going to play this at normal speed to build the tension. So, Brighton are out first, so we're not going to be getting them at home, but we certainly want to have them away from home. Do we have Brighton? Here we go. Come on, give us Brighton. It gives us a chance. An outside chance, but a chance. Yes! Okay. We've had the best possible outcome, I think it's safe to say, heading to Brighton. We'd rather have been at home, and it's still going to be an extremely tough task. But that means that Chelsea and City will knock one of the other out, and it makes it a bit easier. Chelsea host Manchester City. So, exciting stuff. We host Brighton in the Carabao Cup semi-final. That obviously will have to be on screen. In fact, it's not just away from home, it's a two-legged affair. Of course it is. So I think we'll probably come back for that. So, as I say, end of the year is going to be massive. I can't wait to get into January. I think what we'll do is we'll be back for the New Year's Day game against Brentford, where we will be starting to make some moves in the transfer window, if we're still here. Let's not be honest, if we lose the next 4, every chance is the next episode might still be me losing my job. So let's not get too carried away. We'll try and get to the end of the year, and if we are back and still in a job next time, we'll have a Premier League game against Brentford, an FA Cup game against Hull, and the semi-final first leg against Brighton, a triple header. And then we'll play Brighton in the league off-screen, Arsenal off-screen, and we'll be back for Brighton in the second leg along with Wolves. So that is the plan going forward. But I'm delighted to say that an episode that looked truly in the bin has recovered and, has ended up being pretty good. So guys, that is it for today's episode. Apologies, my camera froze towards the end. You may be telling that I'm using a different camera now. My Mac camera, not my iPhone camera, because for some reason my phone went into sleep mode. Hence why it's froze, and it now won't reconnect to my Mac. Hence why you're now looking at me through my webcam, and the quality looks a little bit worse. But we're at the end of the episode now anyway, so we're going to leave it there. Big thank you for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed it, do hit the like button and subscribe for much more, of course, daily FM content coming at you guys at the moment. I am thinking of starting to space out the content, each series one day by the other, as I am finding it a little bit harder to do 2 videos a day now. So now that the hype around FM has slowed down, we might start doing them alternatively each day, possibly, just so I can help and maintain the level of content. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we'll be back very soon, either tomorrow or the day after, for some more Project Boro, in the hope that the project actually continues. But yeah, until then, guys, a big thank you for watching. Do take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.